That's the entity that's just doing donuts, stalking. Remember UPS's moments ago with the Ontario Veterinary Hospital flying what is west, hovering over the Arco parking lot. That's over there where the fake sun was over there as well. This is literally stalking by an airport. The entity that is stalking as an airport is demonstrating the threat that the demon-possessed people of the state are to minor children. The ability to engage in psychological torture as a program in furtherance of murder is a blatant demonstration to the threat to minor children, whom are the demon-possessed people of the state. The gang stalkers shall be removed from custody. The gang stalkers shall be removed from positions where they pose a threat to the public. The gang stalkers shall be removed from where they pose a threat to those vulnerable. You've got demon-possessed gang stalking bus drivers, which demonstrate that while they're stalking you with impossible light, they're doing so while the entity is gang stalking and demonstrating the fact that the people of the state are a threat to minor children, both those that they give birth to, that they exercise any influence over, custody, access to, and the entities engaging in this while they are still engaged in that pattern of conduct. I just want to be clear, it's 9:18 a.m. The entity is engaging in this conduct with regard to, that has nothing to do with the takeoff or landing from the airport. It's blatant stalking. This is light activity facilitation. Mental illness is shared while the demon-possessed are monitoring. That's mentally ill behavior. This is relevant to gang stalkers that are in access to children. The government demonstrating its threat to minor children, engaging and including them in their criminal system. Gang stalking companies, 65838 SAM3, having access to children. They go home, call themselves collecting a paycheck. They're actually engaged in criminal surveillance in California, and they are a threat to minor children who are going to be removed from the households of terrorists. As they are obsessing over me, engaging in delusional and failed witchcraft, conspiring my murder, engaging in this as a program, which I've exposed because I'm not the first that these gang stalking parents have targeted and murdered and stolen from. They're losing custody of their children. This is P.O.C. It is currently 9:19 a.m. at 215 East C Street, where you see the fake sun over me at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You see the fake sun over me at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and a whole bunch of demons who include the vulnerable, that is the entity that is gang stalking through the mentally ill, not to be confused with the mentally ill who are demons. The mentally ill who have, for example, Down syndrome, they're not driving themselves here to gang stalk me in the engineer light. Anthesis, those psychopaths who are mentally ill, who are demonstrating the threat that they are to the vulnerable in society, including them in criminal conduct and sexual violence and psychological torture. All right, that's the same thing that the entity is doing with children. They're losing custody of children. They're losing the ability to threaten and harm and include such vulnerable in the population in the federal group stalking monitoring system. This is P.O.C. It is 9:20 a.m. at 215 East C Street, and this is stalking. License plate D. This is psychopathic pacing. One stalker after another. And this is what they were doing with the Ontario police by helicopter last night. DINGRGU 7USH 492. That's a fat Latino male, a vagina monitor, a threat to children. 5 TSW 784. And the Ontario police are a threat to minor children. They're a threat to society while they engage in criminal conduct with this lawlessness. They have no business around children, and they won't be around them. Remember, the Ontario police are stalking me by helicopter at 1 in the afternoon. What are they doing parking in the parking lot under the same fake sun that's still here 10, 11, 12, 4 hours later from now? Speaking to all population stalking? Oh no, that sort of conduct is a threat to children, and it will not be around children. And the entities can continuously targeting me while they are nonetheless losing access to children. P.O.C. It's 9:21 a.m.